For lesson 3.3, we're continuing to find equivalent fractions, but this time we're using a number line to help us. So we have to fill in the blanks with either an equal to sign or a not equal to sign, so telling whether these two fractions are equivalent or not. 2/3 and 1/3. Here's 1/3, here's 2/3. They are not equivalent. In fact, 2/3 would be greater than 1/3. 2/6 and 1/3. If I find 2/6 here, and 1/3 is here, they are in fact equivalent. 2/6 and 2/5. So here's 2/6 and here's 2/5. Not equivalent. Looks like 2/5 is larger. Then I have 1/5 and 2/10. 1/5 is right here. 2/10 would also be right here. Looks like they are in fact equivalent. 2/12 and 1/6. And look at my number line. Here's 1/6. Here's 2/12. They are equivalent. Fill in the missing numbers. 1/5 is equal to how many tenths? Here, 1/5 would be equal to 2/10. Letter B, 4/12, it's right here, is equal to how many thirds? Travel up 1/3. 5/10 would be equal to how many halves? Here is 5/10. Travel up, equivalent to 1/2. 3/6 is equivalent to how many twelfths? 6/12. And 4/6 is equivalent to how many thirds? 4/6 is here, travel up 2/3. Now remember our equivalent fractions rule. We could also say that to go from 5 to 10, we multiply by 2. So in order to find the new numerator, the equivalent numerator, I would do the same thing. Here, to go from 12 to 3, I divide by 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. To go from 10 to 2, I would divide by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. To go from 6 to 12, I would multiply by 2. Whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do the top of my fraction. 3 times 2 is 6. And to go from 6 to 3, I divide by 2. So 4 divided by 2 would also be 2. Circle the number sentences that are not true. Okay, to go from 4 to 12, I would multiply by 3, and 1 times 3 is 3. Therefore, they are equivalent. 1/2 is equal to 5/10. 2/6 is equal to 2/5. Oh, I know that they are not equivalent because 2 times 1 is 2, but I cannot multiply 6 by a whole number to get 5. So not true. I cannot multiply 7 by anything to evenly get 4, or by any whole number. Same thing with 10 and 6. Not true. And 9/10 and 11/12, I know that that is also not true, because 9/10 is 1/10 away from a whole, and 11/12 is 1/12 away from a whole, and those two pieces are not equivalent. And I have some practice problems at the bottom that you should be rewriting up and down and solving using U.S. traditional addition or subtraction. So for this addition problem, your answer should be 1,646. This one will be 8,033. This subtraction problem will be 2,289. And this last subtraction problem, 2004 minus 1,716. I cannot do 4 minus 6, so I have to borrow. But I can't borrow from zeros, so I turn this 2,000 into 1,000. Put 10 hundreds here. Make it 900, so I can add 10 tens here. Make it 9 tens, so I can add 10 ones here. So I have 14 minus 6 is 8. 9 minus 1 is 8. 9 minus 9 is 0. And 1 minus 1 is also 0. So my answer, I think I did something wrong here. Let's check. 8, 8. Aha. It should be 2004 minus 1,000 716. I wrote that incorrectly. So now I would borrow the same way. 14 minus 6 is 8. 9 minus 1 is 8. 9 minus 7 is 2. There we go. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So therefore my answer would be 288.